Hey, happy day 505 of documenting the journey of transitioning from the offline brick and mortar world of corporate America and business ownership in like 27 different industries I figured that I'd owned businesses in or worked in throughout my corporate career and my business ownership entrepreneurial life. So far, I'm not done yet, so I don't want to say just 27, but so far 27, that's kind of a lot. It's kind of a passel of them, right? And every day I just hop on here and I have really bad vision, like virtually almost no vision. And so for me to be able to write, I used to write and journal everything. And I would, not everything, but I used to document a lot. Things I'm learning. I am on this huge track of continuous improvement. I don't remember how many years now, but probably most of my life I've written stuff down, and I've kept notebooks and journals throughout my life. Not all of it, but most of the time, of what's going on with me and what I'm doing and what I'm working on. Well, it's hard for me to write and document, journal, and type, even typing. And, I know where the keys are, but it doesn't mean I don't get off track or make typos and then I wouldn't know. So I decided 505 days ago that every day I was just going to hop on here and talk about and share what's working, what's not working, what I thought would be easy that turned out to be super hard, if not impossible, with respect to what I was trying to do, or how I've changed, what direction I'm going, bumps in the road that I've hit along the way, and snags that I hadn't necessarily anticipated as I switched into this industry. It's a very different industry than some of those I've been in before. Of course, there's many similarities, and I'm one that looks for the similarities and the frameworks and the structures that make sense in every industry, which is how I've been able to go from industry to industry and from businesses to businesses and make them work. So bumps and outages. Today we've had 2 electrical outages for over 5 hours each. One was over 5 hours, and the other, actually, let's see what. Yeah, one was over 5 hours last night, and the other one was like 7.5 hours. And it was right during the day prime operating time for both, because yesterday I had some commitments and things I had to do and I was not home. So I needed to do my videos for the 90-day challenge later in the day, and I ended up having to use my cell phone as a hotspot, and I had enough battery charge on my laptop that I got the video for the day produced. And it's the only day so far, and it was a demo video, so I used one of my own videos as the example for the assignment, so I didn't really need to create 2 videos yesterday. But so far, every day of the challenge, I've created 2 videos. An instruction video, here's what our assignment is today, here's the background, why we're doing it, and then I would actually do the challenge myself and apply it to my business. I think I've mentioned I haven't been doing a very good job applying it to my niche and things, which is interesting, because today what we're going to do, today is day 45, the halfway point of our 90-day challenge. We're going to do a self-audit. Now, I'm big on auditing and just stopping and saying, okay, where are we at? Do we need to adjust? And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do that, and then just kind of give them a preview of some of the things that are coming up next in the second half of our 90-day challenge, the next 45 days. So 90-day challenge, obviously doing that. Continuing a whole bunch of other projects that are just crazy fun, and I'll talk about them as they come to fruition, each and every one. One is working with a group on marketing and sharing a really cool tool, and it does a lot of the things that we were trying to develop in the software, not the software, but in the mobile app that we were doing. Not a lot of them, but it does one component of that, the loyalty app, really, really well. And that's part of why we've decided to partner with them and share it with other organizations. And I say we because I am a member of that particular team. And I'm not at liberty to disclose and share that yet because we're still putting our packages together. But it's a really cool way to learn about that aspect, that facet of what we were building into our app, and ask ourselves, okay, we see this, we get this. Do we want to go with that, or do we want to continue to build that into our app once it gets out of litigation, of course? So working on that. And so cool projects like that are always going on. Of course, I've got my amazing coaching students, which are fun. And I don't know if I think I've mentioned the tool Voxer, Voxer.com. Really cool walkie-talkie type tool that I can get a question any time of day, and there's only a few people that get my Voxer, right? My high level coaching students get access to me 20, I'm going to say 24/7, but come on, not 24/7, because I do sleep, 4 to 6 hours a night. So I appreciate it if people don't call me when I am sleeping. But otherwise, it's an amazing tool where you can just push a button and you can talk to the person, you can ask the question, and then to respond, I can just push a button on my phone and I can record a response immediately. So it just takes coaching to a whole nother level in terms of being able to answer people's questions rapid fire and get them an answer right away. One of the most frustrating things in life and in business when you're growing your business is you got a question, you run into a little roadblock, and there's an easy solution to it, but it takes you like forever to find it because you're trying to figure it out on your own. Well, I have found that with my coaching students, they get over those hurdles really, really quick because they shoot me a question, I shoot them back an answer. And then if we need to discuss it more, we hop on the phone or we hop on Facebook, Facebook video, and we conference and we talk about it, and I'll do a quick demo with them and we'll walk through exactly what it is that's holding them up. So they don't spend 2 weeks trying to solve something on their own. They're like, okay, I got this problem. This isn't working. Or, what do you think of this? I'm going to talk to this group and that group. How should I approach this? And just whatever it is, we can take care of it immediately. And I find that, number one, it's a fun, rewarding tool. It allows me to get back to people really fast. I mean, if I needed to text or write a response or an email to every question that people have, it wouldn't probably get done. And it wouldn't be very much fun for me. Or I'd have to dictate it or something, and then it would have to get deciphered and edited and everything else. Who needs all those steps? No, I am a very to the point, get it done, rapid fire, fast person. I am an industrial engineer. I've always been about finding the fastest, easiest, quickest way to get the result that you want while maintaining the quality of that result so that you can duplicate it and do it and get the same result over and over and over again. And I love tools like Voxer, ClickFunnels, funnel scripts, things like that make my life easier and simple and faster and more effective, and that I can share with the people that I work with to make their lives easier and more systematized and faster and more effective and more efficient. I'm all about efficiency and effectiveness, right? So what are you working on right now? Anything I can help you with, hit me up in the messages below. Otherwise, pop in and listen every day. If you see me making some really stupid pattern or mistake or talking about something that just doesn't make sense, please go ahead and message me and let me know. I'm all about feedback and learning so that I don't have to make all the mistakes myself, and so that I can continue to grow it and build the business that I'm trying to build myself online to rival the businesses that I built offline, and just to kind of duplicate the success that I had offline, online. And honestly, it's day 505 today of documenting this, which means I've been working on it a little longer than that because I didn't immediately, hop on video and share every day what I was working on. That took me probably, it's 2019. So that probably took me, 8 months to 12 months of people barraging me and saying, you need to document your journey. You need to share what you're doing with other people before I actually started doing that. And I honestly thought, I don't know why I thought it, maybe because I've been in business so long, but like so many other people, I thought I would hop online and I would immediately be successful, right? I would immediately duplicate the offline success that I've had. And rude awakening did not happen. Taken a lot longer than I ever had imagined it would. And I think that's life. I think that's part of my lesson, is that you can't automatically expect everything to transfer from one industry to the next. There are very few, if any, overnight successes. We see, especially in social media nowadays, everybody looking like they're an overnight success. But when you actually ask the questions and dig into the picture, and a lot of times it's a marketing thing to make people look like an overnight success. But what that does is it sets others up for a false hope and a false sense of insecurity in thinking that there's something wrong with them because they're not an overnight success, or they bought all the products and services too. They went through all the programs. Why aren't they a billionaire yet? Right? I think the word yet can be really challenging for us, but it can also be used in a positive way. If we're using it to beat ourselves up for not doing something yet, that's a negative way. But I like to say, hey, I'm on my way to achieving this. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way. And so it's up to us to decide how are we going to tweak and define everything so that it works in our favor. that's it. I'm going to get back to work, do my self audit for the 90-day challenge. I'm actually excited about this because I know kind of an old regimented leftover carryover thing from my corporate days. I love audits. I love looking at what's going on in my life and in my businesses and in other people's businesses in life, and pinpointing, oh my God, if you just tweak this one little thing, boom, the floodgates will open. So that's why I like audits, is because they usually show us really quickly the one thing we need to work on next. And when you work on the one thing you need to work on next, and then the one thing you need to work on next after that, all of a sudden your progress is exponentially speeded up from just thinking that you need to follow other people's systems and programs to the T, to the letter, because that system and program worked for them. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You have to add you to, and it can, because every system that people sell worked for them, right? Or they wouldn't be selling it. So you know the system works, but it's, are you working the system and applying it? Is it the right framework or system or program for you? You know, maybe yes, maybe no, but maybe all it needs is a tweak, a little bit of you and the magic that you are to make it work for you. So that's it. Off on another tangent. Surprise! Have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow. Hit me up if I can do anything for you. If you have feedback for me, I will be with you tomorrow.